Hey, what's happening, guys? Rules for Rebels here, and we got some exciting news today for you guys. eBay has announced that they will begin accepting Bitcoin and potentially other cryptocurrencies as well. And people have been kind of talking about this news for the past couple days, but nobody knew if it was actually legit or not. If you guys saw the thumbnail of this video, it was actually of a little kind of placard from the Bitcoin consensus. So today was the first day of the Bitcoin consensus. It's essentially like a Bitcoin conference. And with the exception of last year, it typically is a pretty good week for Bitcoin. And this year was no different than a lot of previous years. If we look at the past week's chart, man, in the past week, Bitcoin went from and I'm looking at a Coinbase chart, so this may be a little bit off, but it's visually the easiest and most straightforward to look at. 5,700 up until we actually broke 8,000 within the past couple hours here. And if we actually look at a 24-hour chart, man, we went from 6,800 to 8,100 in the course of 24 hours. But getting back to kind of this eBay news, so it's starting to feel a little bit like 2017 again, right? Like all that kind of hype and camaraderie and excitement and kind of the mainstream media coverage of Bitcoin and kind of cryptocurrencies as a whole. And if you remember back then, every company and their mother was coming out with hey, we're going to accept cryptocurrency. Hey, we're going to accept Bitcoin. And it was kind of like some free press or some free PR. Like pretty much any company who announced that they were going to have anything to do with blockchain, they got a bunch of articles written about them. Their stock price went up. There was that famous story of, was it Crypto Iced Tea or Bitcoin? Just some iced tea company that had absolutely nothing to do with cryptocurrency renamed their company like Bitcoin Iced Tea or Crypto Iced Tea, and their stock shot through the roof. So companies knew it was an easy way to get some press and get some people excited about them. And so what I was kind of curious about, or my first kind of question was, okay, is this just kind of a PR move on eBay's part, and they're just trying to kind of, culture hack and kind of latch themselves on to kind of the resurgence and the popularity of cryptocurrency? Or are they actually serious about this? Or are they actually going to put a real effort behind adopting Bitcoin and Bitcoin payments and potentially other cryptocurrencies? So again, this has been teased for the past couple days, maybe the past week. Today was the first day of the, I forgot the name of it already, but today was the first day of the Bitcoin conference. And it's been confirmed eBay was, I believe they call it a Block 2 sponsor. Now, I believe just to attend this event as an attendee is like $2,000 plus. So I imagine sponsorship's got to be expensive as well, and a Block 2 sponsor is pretty high up there. So eBay's, obviously they're a big company with a lot of money, but they've dumped a lot of money into the sponsorship. The screenshot everyone's sharing today is these kind of placards of, which, is going to be the thumbnail, these placards saying, cryptocurrency is finally here, whatever it said. Now, eBay for a couple years now has had, on one of their FAQ sections, I believe it was the FAQ about payments, eBay has had, frequently asked questions. Do you accept Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies? Do you have any plans to? And their answer to that was, due to the rising popularity and growing adoption, it's something that we're seriously looking at, but we're not there yet. Stay tuned, check back for more info, etc. And now it appears that they're going to be doing it. Now, the one thing that makes this a little bit less exciting, there's some Australian company or Australian media outlet, something like that, who was kind of teasing the idea that this is going to be run through UTrust, and it's not going to be true crypto payments. They're basically just bringing on a third party who's going to let people pay in Bitcoin or crypto and then immediately convert that into dollars or fiat and give that to you. And it would be kind of similar to, if you guys remember a few years back, Fiverr used to accept Bitcoin as payment for gigs, but as the seller of a gig, you didn't have the opportunity to be paid in Bitcoin. So somebody could buy a gig with Bitcoin, and I think I did maybe 1, 2, 3 times buy gigs with Bitcoin, more for the novelty of it than anything else, or maybe I had a wallet with a small balance that I just wanted to kind of clear out. But I did buy a couple Fiverr gigs with Bitcoin. Transactions were smooth and everything, but again, I could pay in Bitcoin. The seller had no opportunity to get that Bitcoin. It was just immediately converted into dollars, and the person was paid in dollars. And it seems that's what UTrust does. So if this is through this third party, it's not quite as exciting as people are making it out to be. But shit, man, it's, I hadn't intended on making this a crypto video, but man, what a week for cryptocurrency. Like I said, things are starting to get exciting. Prices are rising. I think Whole Foods and a couple other companies announced that they're going to be accepting Bitcoin and a couple other cryptocurrencies through Gemini, which is kind of probably the second largest or more popular, kind of on-ramp, off-ramp from fiat to Bitcoin, Bitcoin to fiat. behind Coinbase. Gemini is a company owned by the Winklevoss twins. There's been some other backed announced Bitcoin futures. I think in Europe, or at least specifically Germany, the way that we have ETFs, which track gold or silver, different markets, they have ET exchange traded. I don't know. They have something similar to ETFs, and I believe they've announced like a Bitcoin, either a Litecoin or an Ethereum, and then I believe a Ripple ETF, or their equivalent of an ETF. So lots of exciting news for crypto going on right now. If any of you guys are kind of interested in the space and wanting to kind of dabble, I will drop affiliate links of mine to both Coinbase and Binance in the description box below. Coinbase and or Gemini would probably be some of the easier places to buy. And if you want to get into the altcoins and things like that, Binance is another great exchange that I use and I have money sitting in right now. Let's kind of get into the article here. So the rundown: eBay virtual currency is happening. Is it just a third-party deal? And no joy from PayPal. A lot of people are saying like PayPal is going to be pissed about this. PayPal, that ship has sailed. PayPal and eBay have already parted ways. As of, I know the new payment processor, Adyen, which is kind of eBay's homegrown or eBay's in-house payment processor, some people are already using it. It's kind of on a beta test thing right now. I'm actually working with a client who it's kind of a pain in the ass. Like they had a really large eBay business. They're not allowed to take PayPal anymore because of the types of items that they sell. We do have an eBay account that we're accepting credit cards on. But I mean, nobody, on eBay, people expect to pay with PayPal. As soon as somebody goes to check out, they leave right away. Nobody wants to put in a credit card number. And actually, eBay is phasing out the ability to even connect merchant accounts starting, I think, next year. I don't believe, unless you already have it set up and you're grandfathered in, I don't believe eBay is even letting you hook up merchant processing anymore. And I mean, for the people like myself who have it configured already, it's really pretty pointless. But, the PayPal and eBay ship has sailed. PayPal isn't going to be a part of eBay after 2020 or 2021. And PayPal has actually been pretty kind of bullish and supportive of cryptocurrency. I know the CEO, as well as a few people on the executive team, are actually very, kind of supportive of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And there's really no reason to hate on it. A lot of people see it as like a competitor to PayPal. Really, it's just an opportunity for them, right? Like, PayPal is in a position to kind of be a company who's kind of leading the way with crypto payments and things like that. So cryptocurrency users were celebrating fresh rumors about a major adoption push this week after hints suggested eBay might accept Bitcoin and altcoins. According to photographs of marketing material from the ongoing Consensus 2019 conference in New York, eBay has 180 million users and is actively pursuing cryptocurrency payments. One of the event's major sponsors this year, it would appear the giant online marketplace is deliberately targeting attendees' imagination. Virtual currency is happening on eBay, one placard reads, without giving further information. Reach 179 million active buyers in the world, in the world's largest marketplace. And again, this was leaked, I think, yesterday from Consensus. And people were kind of questioning, like, is this for real? Did somebody, Photoshop this? And today was the first day on the official, Consensus itinerary and binders and everything. eBay was a Block 2 sponsor. The choice of slogan worked after photographs went online. Social media and mainstream media alike ignited a debate which continued to engulf the cryptocurrency community. Theories range from Bitcoin acceptance to even an exclusive deal with Binance Coin, the native token of cryptocurrency exchange Binance. I hadn't heard that. I had heard a lot of people kind of teasing the idea that maybe eBay will roll out their own cryptocurrency. Facebook is already in the works and rolling out their own cryptocurrency. As Australian news magazine Mickey notes, however, the reality could be somewhat more sober. eBay, it suggested, may be partnering with a payments platform that accepts various cryptocurrencies on behalf of merchants and pays them in fiat. And this is this company right here, UTrust. So I'll also link to these guys as well if you want to check out their website and kind of see what they're about. But it is, there's almost no details from eBay that's being released besides this kind of initial teaser. But some people are hinting that UTrust may be the company behind this. And this would be a little bit less exciting because eBay themselves aren't in the business of cryptocurrency. And from what it seems like, looking at what this UTrust does, it'll be kind of like the Fiverr situation. A customer can pay in Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, but you as a seller won't be able to receive that crypto. It'll be converted into dollars and put into your account. Let's see. And here you can see eBay's kind of big advertisement at the summit. That platform, UTrust, a company which last September gained former eBay and PayPal executive Sanja Khan to front its global partnership expansion. It's not hard to imagine that one of the first partnerships Khan would attempt would be at the company she was senior executive at for 5 years, the publication wrote. Likewise, linking to social media. UTrust supports Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ripple, among various other coins, while also spawning its own native token, which would likely feature any form of acceptance deal. Executives have yet to comment on the latest rumors, which follow a period of rapid expansion for the startup, the user wallet for which remains in beta testing. I'm constantly fascinated by how technological innovation impacts our daily lives, and in particular, the rapid evolution of crypto payments, Khan said at the time she joined UTrust. No joy from PayPal. Khan's enthusiasm for crypto, meanwhile, appears to be increasingly at odds with her old employer. As Bitcoin is reported last week, PayPal remains decidedly pro-blockchain, but hands-off on Bitcoin. We have teams working on blockchain and cryptocurrency as well, and we want to take part in that in whatever form it takes in the future. I just think it's a little early on right now, said CFO John Rainey, who told that to Yahoo Finance in an interview. eBay has nonetheless hinted at its interest for a long time, with rumors of Bitcoin acceptance likewise coming in December 2017 when the cryptocurrency hit its peak of 20,000. What do you think about eBay potentially accepting cryptocurrency? Let us know. Let's see what users have to say. Show comments. While we're waiting for this to load, I'll share kind of some of my thoughts. So, would this be huge for adoption? This is something that I've always kind of questioned. You know, a lot of times people are like, oh, if Amazon accepted crypto, it'd fucking go through the roof. If eBay accepted crypto, if, you know, XYZ accepted cryptocurrency. I'm probably going to kind of get some hate for this sentiment, but here's one of my thoughts is Bitcoin is still kind of confusing to use. You know, I've been involved in Bitcoin and crypto since 2013, and I still have to kind of think about what I'm doing, and I'm very careful about sending. Whereas, like, if I make a PayPal or credit card payment, it's like second nature, right? It just happens. So, you know, just in terms of using Bitcoin or really even any crypto for like normal purchases like coffee or buying a pair of socks, like if I'm buying some weed off the dark web, like, yeah, I'm using Monero or Bitcoin or something like that. Not that I would do that, but if I did, I would use cryptocurrency. There are certain high-risk merchant processing industries which are perfectly legal industries, but which have a very hard time getting credit card processing, or which wind up paying 2 or 3 times what a normal person would have to pay for credit card processing. For those industries, I think it makes a lot of sense as well. So if you have a collection agency, you know, there's a ton of legitimate industries that have a hard time getting credit card payments. Pawn shops, gun shops, vape shops, anything to do with alcohol or tobacco, consultants, computer repair, anything selling virtual goods can be kind of a hit or miss with credit card processing. So I think it's awesome that Bitcoin and cryptocurrency kind of remove those gatekeepers and get Visa and MasterCard out of the way. In terms of it being cheaper, Bitcoin payments really aren't that cheap, and we saw kind of how bad it got in 2017. And I think the whole kind of crypto community, to an extent, has kind of stopped viewing Bitcoin as being kind of a currency to transact with, and more of kind of a digital gold or maybe a way to make large payments or cross-border payments. But I mean, personally, if I'm going to get a cup of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts, or if I'm buying a t-shirt off some Shopify store, you know, in all honesty, I'm probably going to be paying with a credit card or PayPal, despite the fact that I am supportive of crypto and like crypto. You know, they say in order for something to be adopted, it has to be 10 times better, whether that be easier to use, more functionality, cheaper. And in the grand scheme of things, I mean, credit card processing costs, what, tops 3%, assuming you're not a high-risk industry. What are you going to, even if you offer that full 3% to your customers as a discount for paying in crypto, excuse me, I don't think 3% is enough to really sway people. Whatever is kind of the ingrained, normal, accepted way people are used to, unless something's 10 times better, they're probably not going to switch over. All that said, I do think kind of the added focus and people seeing that Bitcoin logo and hearing about it, I do think that would be positive for cryptocurrency. And I also think a lot of people are really excited about the opportunity to earn cryptocurrency. And this is kind of silly, but it's just kind of the mental thing, is I think there's a lot of people, like, shit, man, back in 2017, I knew a lot of people personally, and I talked to a lot of people who, I want to earn Bitcoin, right? I want to do affiliate marketing and earn Bitcoin. I'd like to sell things and earn Bitcoin, but I'm not really willing to take money out of my pocket or out of my bank account and buy Bitcoin. And I think that's because it's high risk, because it's speculative. And I really got into affiliate marketing with like crypto affiliate programs. It's fun kind of earning crypto and having everything be pretty much 100% profit. So if it does go to zero, I guess in reality it is your money because you could have cashed it out. But okay, that's just money I earned through affiliate marketing. In the case of eBay, you know, if somebody's got a pair of jeans that they don't wear sitting in the back of their closet, I think there's a lot of people who may not necessarily go out and buy cryptocurrency, who but may sell that old pair of jeans and accept crypto and kind of start building their cryptocurrency portfolio in that way. I also think eBay's always been kind of the Wild West compared to Amazon. I think it's a funner place to sell. I think there's more unique items. I think it's an easier way for people who aren't a full-fledged business to get started selling. I mean, I remember years ago, you could buy like psilocybin mushroom spores on eBay. I mean, there were all types of like gray market, quasi-legal things. I think even, wasn't it Roger Ver got in trouble for selling explosives on eBay? eBay has always been kind of the Wild West, and they're starting to try to go more the direction of eBay and of Amazon. And eBay is not quite the Wild West that it was 5 years ago or 10 years ago or 15 years ago. But eBay is still much more so the Wild West than Amazon. They let you sell, you can sell cryptocurrency on eBay, or at the very least it is being sold. There's a lot more kind of sketchier items being sold on eBay, which in my opinion is kind of cooler and makes it more fun. And crypto is kind of a Wild West, kind of, you know, early in the game space as well. So I think it would kind of make sense that they would go together, and I think that would be kind of cool. Like I said, I think the biggest questions are, is eBay going to make a serious push towards doing this, or is this just kind of a culture hacking kind of PR thing that they're doing? The second thing that I wonder about is, will people actually be able to earn crypto and get paid in crypto, or will it just be buyers who are paying in crypto, and then that money's being transferred into fiat, and then you're getting dollars on the end, kind of like how Fiverr had it before? And then the last thing I wonder about is how they're going to handle the whole buyer-seller protection. You know, eBay's, you know, way back in the day, used to have to send cashier's checks for things. Once PayPal came out, obviously it was a quicker way of doing things. It was more secure. It was easier. It was more convenient. But for a couple years, you know, PayPal did kind of leave eBay did kind of leave the legacy sending cashier's checks in, and eventually they put an end to that. And I think in large part, because it was just kind of outdated, but also because eBay likes to have control over payments and disputes. You know, they're all about providing a positive buying experience and a safe buying experience. And if the seller doesn't send something, or they send something broken or the wrong thing, eBay likes to be able to pull that payment back. And with crypto, you know, as you guys know, crypto payments are final. And so I'll be curious to see if eBay is going to roll out some type of escrow system or something like that. Like I said, eBay hasn't really included any information whatsoever. They've left this very vague, and maybe that's intentional to kind of keep us talking about it, or maybe that's because this isn't going to be nearly as cool as people are making it out to be, and they want to cash in on that hype before people realize that this is all kind of bullshit. It's not nearly as cool as we thought. I saw a video, my man Chris, the Thrift Shop Hustler, aka Reseller, he did a video about this earlier today. I'll link to his video. I got to get him back on the channel. I've had him on 2 or 3 times, but I haven't talked to him in a while. I'd like to get him back on and kind of see what he's up to. He's a great resource. If you guys are interested in eBay, selling on eBay, having an eBay business, he's probably one of the best channels that are out there for that. But he did a video about this. I think he said something about this may not be rolling out till 2020 or 2021, so could be some ways off in the future. But let me know your guys' thoughts about this. If you guys have any thoughts about kind of the recent Bitcoin run-up or anything like that, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on any of this. Go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button below the video. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.